So we're back for our last section, really, before we go on to Giselle to have a look at Giselle. So now we're going to learn our Enchainment, okay? So we're going to start in first position. Now you'll need a little bit of space to go back behind you for this one, and a little bit of space to go to the sides. Just make sure you have that, okay? So we're all going to start on our right leg, and we'll use the hands out actually. We'll have tendu, close. Then we're going to do 2 little piqués. 1, 2, close. And then we're going to have 2 jumps. 1, sauté, sauté. Here. Okay? Then we'll have plie. 2 of our little glissades. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's go over that again. We have 1 and close, 2 and close, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and again 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we're going to go back. So I'm just going to move a little forward. We're going to have step back. Oh, on our left. Step. Tendu your right foot and close. And again, step. Tendu. Close. We're going to have our échappé sautés. Plie. Échappé. Straighten. Plie. Together. And use your hands. Run back to our place to start again. Okay? So again, this time we're going to start on our left leg. So we'll have tendu and close. Piqué, piqué, close. Plie. Sauté. Sauté. And 2 glissades. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This time we're going to tendu our left leg. Step, tendu, close. Step, tendu, close. And our échappé, plie, échappé, straighten, plie, together, and run, and finish. Okay? So you can use this time to go back over that if you need to. Yeah? And now we'll go on to music. Okay? So first position, hands out. Ready? And 1, close. 2, close. Plie, sauté, sauté. And glissades. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Step, tendu right, close. Step, tendu right, close. Échappés, plie, échappé, straighten, plie, close, and run to the left. 1, close, and 2, close, plie, sauté, sauté. Now, plie, our glissades. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Step back, tendu left, close. Step back, tendu left, close. Plie, échappé, straighten, plie, together, run, and down. Good job. It's a bit of a difficult one, but it incorporates all of our little allegro sections. So our sautés, our glissades, échappé, and tendus and jetés. So we're using a good load, at least 4 things to do for that. Okay, now we're going to talk about Giselle. So I'm going to come a little bit close to the screen so you can see me. So what we're looking at Giselle today in this section is going to be when Giselle's going to be in her house. Remember we talked about Lois. Lois is the kind of new guy to the village. And remember, him and Giselle like each other. And this is the scene where Lois is going to come to Giselle's house. He's going to knock on the door. So watch out for these little hand gestures as well. He's going to knock on the door, Giselle's house, and he's going to run away and hide behind the house. So Giselle's going to come out of the house. She's going to come straight up to the audience, and you'll see her do this. And what that means is somebody was knocking on my door. Who was knocking on my door? So she'll have a look around, and when she sees no one's there, she'll dance around the stage. Okay, and it's a very famous entrance from a ballet. It's Giselle's entrance coming out of the house. And then after that, when she's dancing, you'll see Lois will kind of appear out from behind the house to look at her. You'll hear that in the music, and she'll kind of spot him and say, who's that? And so she has a more detailed look around the stage, and then she tries to have a look into Lois's house. So that's the house on the other side. So she'll have a good look in the window, and then when she turns around, Lois is going to be behind her. And now remember, Giselle is a very, very shy kind of girl, so she's taken a bit aback. So what she wants to do is get out of this situation and go back into her house and not have to deal with it at all. But at the same time, she also wants to stay outside. So what happens next is this kind of her pretending she wants to run away and go inside when she really wants to stay outside with him. And he's trying to convince her to stay outside. So she'll try and get around him. He'll say, no, 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 stay with me. And after a while, she'll agree to stay outside. And he will bring her over to the beautiful bench on that side of the stage. And she'll sit down on it. And what she'll do is she'll put her whole skirt over the bench so he's not able to sit next to her. And he'll see this and he'll go, where am I supposed to sit? And then very reluctantly, like she doesn't want to, she'll move her skirt to the side to give him some space to sit down. And as soon as he sits down, she gets right up and she tries to run all the way back into her house. And if she doesn't make it, he'll follow her and they'll go back into the center of the stage. Now what happens here then is he'll have a look at her face and he'll say, oh, you're so beautiful, I'm going to declare my absolute love for you. And what that means is put your two fingers up like this. And so when you see him doing that, that's him declaring his undying love for Giselle. And you can tell she's not really happy with that. She says, don't say that, it'll tempt fate. But instead what she wants to do is she wants to pick up a daisy that's beside the bench and use it to pull off the petals and do a game of, oh, he loves me not, he loves me not. And after a second, she's going to count all these petals up. And the very last petal she counts will be, he loves me not. So she doesn't bother pulling the rest of them off. She just throws it away and runs off to the side of the stage, very dramatically. And what he does then, what Lois done, is very clever. He'll pick up the daisy, count them. He'll pick off one petal, so it changes the whole thing, so it will land on, he loves me. So he runs up to show Giselle, look, it doesn't say that at all. This is what it says. And then she's happy with that, and he very gallantly throws the flower away. And then they'll dance together around the stage. Okay? And it's all really this section. The dance is not the most important thing happening in this section. What's the important thing is setting up the characters of Giselle and of Lois and showing their relationship and how they act. And it's all to do with mime. So that's all these little things, all the hand gestures. And because it's a very old ballet, the hand gestures are going to be very obvious. What's happening? Don't go there. Knocking on the door, that kind of thing. And if you're very, very eagle-eyed, you're able to spot him. The other character of Hilarion, who we also discussed, who likes Giselle, but definitely 100% does not like Lois. He has a peek around the end. He'll come out into the stage, see them together, and run off again. Okay, so if you're very eagle-eyed, you can spot him. Okay, So that explains that scene, and I'll put the clip directly on after this in your playlist so you can follow it along yourself. And so all that's left for me to do now is your curtsy, your reverence. So I'll move all this out of the way and get our music. So we're in first position, everybody. Our usual reverence. Now, we have step and in and at. Curtsy. Together back to first position. Step, tendu, in, at, and curtsy. And together and down. Now, okay, well done. So, enjoy the Giselle clip after. And once after a few of these lessons, once we've gone through the whole story of the first act, I will put a video of the whole first act so you're able to watch it from start to finish. But for now, we're just going to concentrate on this one scene. So I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you next week. Bye.